Try to get this camera right for y'all. I ain't got much time up here. I just wanted to come up here and chat with y'all a little bit because I had something amazing happen to me today. And I'm in the midst of eating my dinner. So why not come and eat and chat with y'all? Matter of fact, I'm gonna move spots because I'm up too close to the front desk where all the guests can hear me. So I'm gonna move here. I'm gonna grab my chair real quick because like I said, I ain't got much time. I'm on 10% on my phone, so. Anywho. So y'all, I was working at this other hotel a few months ago. I ain't gonna mention no names because I may be going back. But I'm gonna tell y'all how I got to this point. So I was working at this other hotel. By the way, this is a apple pecan salad from Wendy's. And it has pomegranate vinaigrette on it. And this is my first time having the pomegranate vinaigrette. I've had red wine vinaigrette before, but I don't really like it. But the pomegranate, I tasted it in a short before I came up here. And it tastes pretty good. So I think I can stomach this. Because I'm not really a saucy person. And I don't really like a lot of sauces. The only dressing that I really eat on my salads is Catalina and French. I could do like Italian, but it has to be really good Italian dressing. So anywho, you guys, while I'm eating, I wanted to tell y'all the story about the time that I quit my job. So I was working at a hotel. I'm not gonna name any name of what the hotel was. And I was working with this girl, and me and her had got pretty close, and she was a Caucasian lady. We just gonna call her Ann. So her name was Ann. And I was working with her, and she taught me everything I knew about the place. Ann was the person that trained me. And I know it's rude to talk with my mouth full of food, but we're just eating and chatting. Anyway, Ann trained me to do my job. Long story short, y'all. At the end, trained me to do my job, got me to trust her. She already trusted me because Ann was telling me all her business that was going on. Oh, hold up, back up, y'all. Okay. Ann was telling me, hold on. You need a haircut real quick? I got you. You're welcome. Have a good night. Thank you. Okay, my bad. Somebody was checking out, y'all. Early checking out. But anyway, so Ann taught me everything that I know, right? And she got the trust in me, I got the trust in her. But I didn't trust Ann to a certain extent because Ann used to talk about everybody at the job. So I already knew off the gate I couldn't tell Ann in everything, you know? Even though there was really nothing to tell. Ann, like, was trying to get to know my personal business. And I had started dating a guy that was coming to the facility on a construction site that was working there. And I never told Ann about him as far as us dating or nothing like that. But I didn't want her to know because I already knew that I wasn't supposed to be dating a guy. Because you can't fraternize with the guests. But and we didn't intend for that to happen, but it happened. We still talk to this day. Because this happened about a year ago. So Ann tried to set me up, y'all. Let me tell y'all what she did. Long story short, because like I said, I only have a 10% start, and now we're back down to 8. So, Ann tried to set me up. What Ann did was, she came in one day, and I was on shift. She was working 11 to 7. I had worked 3 to 11 because my usual shift was 3 to 11. That's what I got hired for. That's what I came in there for. That's what I got trained for. That's what I worked for. But she also trained me on third shift too, just in case they needed me on third shift, because they only had 2 people on third shift, and I was like a floater. But the shift that I was hired for was second shift, 3 to 11. So Ann came in on my shift, y'all. Mind y'all, anytime I count the drawer, I'm up like this in the camera, showing every dollar bill, showing everything that I'm counting that my hands touch. Like, yeah. So what happened was, Ann came in one night after my shift. And she went in, counted her drawer, did whatever she had to do, whatever she did, she messed up that night. I don't know what Ann did. All I know is when I came in, it was 200 in the back office, 150 in the front. How it's supposed to be. Okay. Ann came in, she put it was only $100 in the back office. It's never only $100 in the back office. It's always 200 in the back office because we need that 200 for change, for people, for laundry, whatever. So we used to keep like maybe $50 to $100 in there in coins and $100 in cash in case we need a change, right? For the drawer. Ann comes in, she counted the drawer. She put on her paperwork. It was only $100. So I get a phone call the very next morning from the manager saying, hey, do you remember the variations of the contents of the drawer of what you counted? I said, yeah, it was $200. So I could tell you it was about 520, such and such, yada, 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 this, that, whatever the ones was or whatever. You know. Confirm that with her. But the manager said she had a feeling that she knew exactly who it was. They ran the cameras back, but they couldn't see who did what. She just wanted to ask me because the drawer was $100 short. Okay, if you ran the cameras back, then why is you asking me? Because you can see clearly that I put my money up. I'm counting every bill in front of y'all. That was flag number 1. Okay. Flag number 2. You told me, you throwing me hints and telling me that you think that Ann is the one that did this because when you had your family member that worked there check the camera, Ann checked the camera and went straight to the back when she was done. Ann checked the camera and went straight to the back when she was done. So that means Ann cuffed that money and went to the back in the break room, because the break room was the only place that didn't have a camera. Went to the break room, stashed the money, came out, did whatever she did, had her little night, whatever, came back to work like nothing was wrong the next day. So that was number 2. You telling me this, but then you still asking me, do I know what happened to the money? Like, you giving Ann the benefit of the doubt, and you just don't believe that Ann took this money because Ann been there for 10 years, and I had only been there for 3 or 4 months, and money had never been getting missing, but now money getting missing. Mind y'all, I made this long story short. I couldn't give y'all the whole full detailed rundown of the events that led up to Ann actually starting to steal and take and do all this, because what led up to it was this new boyfriend that she had got that started Ann on drugs, and Ann told me about the boy. She told me she started doing drugs with the boy and everything. So I knew all Ann's business, but I didn't think that Ann was gonna go and start stealing money and stuff to support her and her boyfriend habit. I didn't think Ann was like that. especially as long as she had been there. Like, why would you jeopardize your job for this man or whatever you got going on or whatever? So, long story short, they end up keeping Ann and tried to put Ann back on a schedule with me. I told them no. I put my 2-week notice in and told them I ain't want to work there no more. Listen. I said, y'all bring this lady back on to work with me on my shift after she tried to set me up and make it look like that I took this money, and y'all know for a fact that I did not take that money because y'all claim y'all checked y'all cameras or whatever. Plus, when I did my count, it was right. And I put all my money up so y'all could see it. I said, I'm not going to be working here. I'm going to go ahead and put my 2-week notice in now. I said, because I cannot work with her. Like, y'all expect me to work with a thief, but if I had stolen $100 from y'all, y'all would have locked my black ass. Period. I'm not doing it. So they was like, okay, I said, I hate to see you go and all this and all that. Still giving Ann the benefit of the doubt, y'all. Long story short, the last day that I had worked, it was a mess between me and the assistant, which was the general manager's daughter. Because I was going through some things, and my daddy was in the hospital and everything, and I really wasn't in the mood for her shenanigans. And she was on some other stuff, and me and her had ended up having a few words, and then I just left that day and quit. And I haven't seen them since. So, Ann was still there when I was working there. When I left, Ann was still there. That's the reason why I'm bringing this up to y'all, because I'm like, nah, I ain't doing it. Y'all not about to make me work with nobody who doing things that ain't, and y'all giving them a chance, another chance and benefit of the doubt. But I would never got that. I would never got that benefit of the doubt or that another chance. So, and long story short, y'all, I left. Never looked back, never went back, nothing. How about the day I'm at work? And guess what happened? The owner from that facility came in here, tried to scout people. He was trying to scout my matter. He was asking me how much we get paid and all that. And I was like, I remember you, like I know you. And he was like, yeah, I own the Danville. I'm about to give it away. He was like, I own the hotel in Danville. And I was like, I know, because I used to work for you. I was like, you don't remember me? And he was like, what's your name? And I was like, because he didn't come through that often. He came through every once in a while and stuff like that. But I do remember his name. We're going to call him Reese. Reese used to come through all the time, check on his son, this, that, and the third. But he didn't really pay attention to the things that was going on around him. So he was like, what happened? Like, why you quit? And he was like, I'm looking for people. This, that, and the third. He was like, what happened? Why you quit? I said, I left because Ann was stealing. And I didn't like the way they handled it. I didn't like how they brought her back after she had stole and tried to put her on my shift after she had stole, knowing that I didn't have nothing to do with it, and that she tried to set me up and say that it was me. And he was like, yeah, I understand. He was like, I'm sorry that happened to you, this, that, and the third. And he was like, I'm really looking for somebody to come and take care of my property. Like, my son's, he was like, my son's wife is sick. He said, my manager, she just put in her what's saying, she come in, she do what she can, when she can, but she can't really work like that. Mind you, this is the same manager that was there when I was there. Her and her daughter. I said, was her daughter still working there? Because that's who I got into it with. And she was the assistant manager. He was like, yeah, but she done calmed down a whole lot since her mom stopped working there and things like that. And plus, she's sick too. So I was like, what the hell? He was like, are you looking for a job? I was like, no, not really, because I'm working here. I was like, and then I work at Ralph Lauren. So he was like, well, how much you making here? He was like, because I'm willing to pay you $16 or $17 an hour to come back. And I was like, for 17, I might consider. He was like, would you consider coming back? And can you work at least on the weekends from 3 to 11 until your peak season is over at the factory and stuff like that. We had a long conversation, and this man took my number down and everything. And I was like, ain't that something how God work out? These people tried to destroy me, and now God done sent them back to me. Ain't that so? Y'all, I'm kind of excited. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't know, because I don't really trust these people. So, I don't know. Do y'all think I should take the job back? That's my question to y'all. Do y'all think I should take the job back for $17 an hour? It's closer to my house.